One of these is the fact that human language is extraordinarily ambiguous. There's a great deal of ambiguity in language. So to give you an example of this, here's a sentence: I made her duck. And I'd like for you to pause the video now and get out some paper or whatever and write down just how many different meanings you can come up with for this sentence. I made her duck. So pause the video now. Good. So how many did you come up with? It's possible to come up with something like 15 to 20 if you really try. But here's what I got. So I made her duck. That could mean I cooked duck meat for her. It could mean I carved a wooden duck and I gave it to her. It could mean that she owns a duck, which I made somehow. It could mean I cooked the duck that she's currently eating. It could mean I transformed her into duck meat. I made her duck. Could mean I made her crouch down, like this. So we see that there are very, very many possible meanings of this simple English sentence. And again, this is not atypical. A typical sentence in any language has many, 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 many different possible meanings. And yet when you're using language to communicate, you don't notice that. Somehow our brains are able to immediately home in on the intended meaning and to throw away the dozens or maybe even hundreds of other possible meanings to all the sentences that we hear in our lives. This is, by the way, the #1 reason that language processing for computers is difficult, because computers don't have this ability to throw away all the possible meanings of the sentence, which were not really intended by the speaker. So that's ambiguity. It's one of the ways in which language is enormously complex. We need to understand how this works if we want to build technologies that use language, if we want to have a real understanding of how language really affects us in our lives.